Hello everyone and welcome back to Banished, and this is our small little village of Fidget. We are currently in early spring of our 5th year, and let's do a quick little overview. We have our main part of our small little hamlet or town, and we have stone house, we have stockpile, forest or lodge. This side over here, on this side of the small river, we have the gathering hut and herbalist. So let's see. It does look like we are completely out of food, and it is early spring, so everything should be going. Yes, all our farms are moving forward. We do have tools. Let's go ahead and let's look at our professionals here, or our professions, I mean. We have 4 laborer, 2 builders, which we don't need any. 8 farmers out of 8. 4 gatherers out of 4. 1 woodcutter out of 1. 4 foresters. 1 out of 2 herbalists. Everything seems to be good. And as far as looking at the individual houses, it does look like we can build a couple more houses, and it does look like they would be occupied. So let's go ahead and start planning around that a little bit. And as some of our bigger goals to kind of clean this area up for the foresting lodge. What we could also do, what are these? We have 2 foresters and 2 children. A lot of laborers. Let's go ahead and collect this iron. I want to clean out this area altogether. Okay, good. That's what I want you guys doing. Over here, we are going to build a couple more houses. And how is our stone doing? Our stone is currently at 118. Have no means of gathering stone besides just directly off of the land. I mean, we don't have what is that called? We currently do not have a quarry. That's the term. What is the speed? We're at speed 1. Alright, so we don't have a quarry. Or we don't have any mines for any kind of iron, and we don't have anything for coal. So let's go ahead and build a couple more houses, get some more population. I think that's our main goal here. We're going to go for 2 more houses. Each house is 40 iron, 40 stone, so let's go ahead, that's enough. And put that right here, and right here. So now we have, add at least 2 builders, 2 laborers. 2 builders, 4 laborers. We'll see how this all moves along. We don't have any kind of path out here. So what we should do possibly is build a path. A dirt road. At some point I'll connect this kind of like satellite area, this small portion out in the middle of the woods, over to the main part of this town. A little bit concerned about food. We need to build some more farms. There's a nice little piece of area, a piece of land right here that we could do. Let's see, let's build a path going this direction, go across this way. And see if we get. It won't be good for this particular season, but it will be for the next season. 10 by 15, excellent. So see how that works out for the next season. Hopefully, we will have enough food to last through this whole year. And they're not doing too well. 17 and 12, and they're out of food. And we have no food. We don't have... Where are the gatherers? Is the gatherers working? Yes, they definitely are. Let's see how this all kind of plays out a little bit. Maybe what I should also do is... Let's gather some stone. Start clearing out this area as well. So we want to get all of the iron out of this area so that the Forester Lodge can populate this area full of trees. Make that as efficient as possible. And then we're going to do basically the same thing over here. We're going to clear out all the stone and iron so that the Gatherer's Hut and the Herbalist can be as efficient as possible. That is just more of a gut feeling than anything else. I do not know firsthand if that is going to make them more efficient, but it does look like that stone and iron is taking up the land that they would normally find things to gather and herbs, so I'm going to go along with that assumption at least. If you know otherwise, please welcome to let me know. So let's see, we're going to speed this up a little bit. It's been about a week since I've played this, maybe a little bit more than that. It's been rather busy. But today I am going to relax and I am going to play for maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half, I don't know. We'll see. And just kind of get into the game. Let's see here. So we have builders. What are the builders doing? One builder over here. Bronzo. Bronzo's working. Oh yes. They always have to build the paths first. What's the other person? Arden is working and he's going out there to build that path. Okay. So the path seems to be built. And now they should be coming over here and start working on these houses, which we should have enough supplies to do without too much trouble. We are kind of running low on firewood, but and also low on stored logs. Wow, we're just in trouble all over the place, aren't we? So what we're gonna do here is, so we don't get ourselves in trouble, we're gonna stop. What was that? We want to, don't remove this for now. But we do want to remove these trees. We need to get the wood back up. That's the more important at the moment. It actually looks like we may run into a tight situation where if we don't play this well, there's nothing, they're not doing anything over there. Alright, so our laborers should come over here and start chopping down these trees. Farms seem to be sown well. Good, excellent. Let's see if how much food we get out of that. We still have 0 food. It looks like they are chopping down the wood. Very good. I am going to build another stockpile right here. I like to have them on the bridges or near the bridges so when they come back and forth they don't have to go all the way to the far end of the village. They can just drop them right here. Alright, so let's see what happens. And this is going to help out with the firewood. It is early summer, our 5th year. Everything seems to be going pretty well. We do have one gatherer die of starvation. Tommy Keeley. I'm sorry that you died, Tommy Keeley. And Jemin also died of starvation. So that's 2 down. And we still have no food. Oh, looks like we have a little bit of food. Go get the food, people. Come on, Bronzo. Arlani. Go get the food. Or someone else steals it. Isidore and Robbie. And we have Maniel was born, and Oreo, now a student. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit more. What I need to do here before we start kind of doing any kind of massive growth is to kind of stabilize the food situation. We really do need to get this field up and running and kind of plan this out a little bit better. Maybe I need to reorganize this a little bit and so forth. We definitely need more food. There's no question about it. Okay, so we're just constantly running out of logs. Our food should be coming in. It is now summer. People are running around like little ants. Crop fields are at 73%, 76, 94, 95, 76. I'm kind of curious on... Last season we had 272 pumpkins. Oh, we don't have all of the previous season information because I reorganized these a little bit, so I lost that data. I'm kind of curious if pumpkins or if cabbage gives you more food. And I do also want to build a hunting cabin. More food-wise. Now, it looks like you can put hunting cabins just about anywhere because... let me see here. Let me slow down a little bit, see if I can do this. Normally, they have deer and wildlife just go everywhere. They go right in the middle of the village and everything else, so there's no pros and cons of putting it out into the wilderness. I do believe you don't want it to be covering water. But, let me turn it back up to +5. Another person died. Belenor, the student, died of starvation. We have food, but if you're not smart enough to get it, I cannot help you. So let's go ahead and... I'm going to take the path, eventually go around this way. So it makes sense to put this over here. And see what happens. How's our firewood's at 73, our food is at 50. Turn that off and switch that over to pumpkins for next season. This is going to be cabbage for next season. I could also set up, which I normally don't always do, because I forget about it. And that is, oh, we lost the forester. No, Resica, the forester. I remember Resica. It is a sad day in autumn of the 5th year. Resica, the forester, has died of starvation. Oh, and some more people are dying. Abraham, the forester, died of starvation. I bet you these are the people that lived over here. And is now telling us that food reserves are low. Yes, we understand that. Actually, our food reserves are as high as they've been, 252. However, the bad news is, let me turn this down a little bit speed-wise. Switch all this before I forget to do this. Switch that over to cabbage. Switch that over to cabbage. Is that we have 168 food for the rest of the year. It is autumn. A lot of people don't have any work to do. And we have a new house. That doesn't seem to help us too much. What I was going to do is this. Where is it? An orchard. And that's what I want them to work on. We're going to speed this up to at least a 2, I think. And we don't have to worry about too much food. We just lost a whole bunch of people. We do need to figure out how. We definitely need to figure out the resources. We just need to basically start clearing out some of this land. All of the iron up there. Get all the stone out of here. And we will do what we can. Let's go ahead and turn off all of the farmers. Get 5 builders, 5 laborers, 4 gatherers, 1 woodcutter, 4 foresters, and we will speed this up to a ×5. And once the hunting cabin is up, we will get all the people. I think 4 people work at the hunting cabins. That will help out with the food as well, since we're out of food already. Unbelievable. Yep. It's going to be another dark, cold winter. We have a total of 22 adults, 3 students, 15 children. Kind of curious are how many are going to make it this particular season. I'm really not thinking a lot. So we'll make this walnut and we'll turn that off. So that should help. This should help. A couple more farms like this is going to help for the food. The hunting cabin is going to help. And I'm going to, while I remember, it is now winter, or the early winter of the 5th season, or 5th year. Alright, so we have that. Let's go ahead and pause this before it gets too far ahead of me. And I'm going to have 3 hunters. Okay, start bringing in the food. We're going to need it. So far, no one has died. We have 2 more people are born. Gardo and Darville. And Palmer's has become a student. Our tools are doing well. Iron's doing well. Stone's not doing so well. Firewood's alright. So, they're not going to die of lack of heat. And we're just going to have to see how all of this goes. Go ahead and switch all of that down to labor. And I'm going to trees. Let's see what happens. A lot of orders out here. I generally don't like to play like this where there's lots of different commands. We have pulling, getting iron out of this portion of the woods. We have over on this side, we have them instructed to gather the stone, and then back over on this end, we have them instructed to gather the trees. The game gets a little confusing, or you're confused on which way to go, which order to go in. I'm not sure if it's actually going to go back and forth, or is it just going to stay in one particular area. We shall have to see. And Tavo has become a student. I believe Tavo was the small child that was working out here in the stone house, who was carrying 26 pumpkins at the age of 0. So Tavo has, where is Tavo? There.